In this movie, we will take off from where the previous movie ended, which is explaining the format and layout of the Pmbok guide in greater detail. I previously mentioned that some of this information will seem repetitive, and I recommend allowing yourself to take a moment and absorb the review to help you better understand the material. So, now that we've reviewed in greater detail the layout of the Pmbok guide, we will next review how the Pmbok guide presents the breakdown of the processes within each knowledge area. This will make reading and understanding the processes much easier from the start, and if you've already reviewed and read the Pmbok guide, you'll be familiar with this breakdown. There are 3 parts to each process: the inputs, tools and techniques, and outputs. Inputs are either documents or any other item that is necessary before the process can begin. Tools and techniques are methods, systems, templates, or techniques that are used to generate the output using the inputs. And an output is a product, service, or result that is generated by a process. All processes have some type of output, or to remember it easily, think of it as an end result. Sometimes inputs of one process are outputs of another. Let's look at 2 processes from the first knowledge area, Project Integration Management, as an example. The first process is Develop Project Charter. We won't go into detail on the items listed here, since we'll do that at a later time. But the project charter is the official document that authorizes the project and also provides the initial project details and constraints. With this in mind, it would make sense to see contracts and statement of work as an input into the project charter. The end result of this process, or the output, is the project charter document itself. In the second process, which is Develop Preliminary Project Scope Statement, you'll see that project charter is now an input into this process. This is because the project charter contains a rough description of the project scope and therefore has information necessary to complete this process. The output is a preliminary project scope statement. And just as a reminder, the tools and techniques are what aid you in taking the initial information provided at the beginning of the process and converting it into your output. They are not all as clear-cut as these 2 examples, but when you stop to understand the material, instead of simply memorizing it, the logic of the process jumps out at you and you are then able to apply it to real projects.